Beginning arrival at the throne. I never thought that one day I'd be summoned to the heart of a galactic empire. Yet there I was, standing before the legendary alien queen of Zythera, the ruler whose will shaped the fates of countless star systems. The invitation had been cryptic. Come to the throne. Ask for anything. Choose wisely. I had expected a ceremonial greeting, perhaps a diplomatic negotiation, but the enormity of the chamber took my breath away. Towers of crystalline energy stretched hundreds of feet into the ceiling, reflecting light that shimmered in patterns I couldn't comprehend. The air hummed with latent power, vibrating through the floor and settling into my bones. Then she appeared. She was taller than any human could imagine, her form both regal and terrifying. Violet-hued skin glimmered like molten metal, and her eyes glowed with the wisdom of centuries. Her voice, when she spoke, was both melodic and commanding, vibrating through the chamber itself. You may ask for anything, human. The universe lies before you. I blinked. Anything. The implications of unlimited power stretched out before me like a dangerous frontier. Wealth, immortality, dominion over worlds, all mine, if I dared to speak. Yet I hesitated. I had learned the hard way that absolute power often came with absolute consequences. I studied her carefully. This was no simple ruler. She had survived and conquered centuries. Even the most cunning beings of the galaxy would falter before her mind. Choose wisely, she added, her tone sharper this time, cutting through the vast chamber. Ask poorly, and the universe itself will correct your mistake. I took a deep breath. And then, for reasons even I couldn't fully articulate, I smiled. Middle, the weight of choice. Her eyes narrowed, twin stars of violet fire, scanning my every expression. Why do you smile, human? Do you not understand the gravity of this moment? I understand, I said, steadying my voice. And I also understand that power is meaningless if it's used for selfish ambition. I've seen too many empires rise and fall because someone wanted more than they could handle. She paused, intrigued. Clever. But cleverness alone will not guide you through the infinity of possibility. Speak. What is your wish? I felt the weight of countless options pressing down on me. I could wish for dominion over planets, the secrets of faster-than-light travel, immortality, treasures beyond imagining. Yet none of these felt right. I realized that true value lay not in wealth or power, but in choices that reflected character, integrity, and understanding of consequence. I looked directly into her eyes. I wish to give the universe a chance to choose its own path. For a heartbeat, silence fell. The hum of the chamber, the energy of the crystals, and even the queen's own aura seemed to pause, as though the cosmos itself were holding its breath. Explain, she demanded. I swallowed. I could claim dominion over everything, or immortality, or wealth, but what good is that? True greatness comes not from seizing everything, but from understanding that life, choice, and freedom are more valuable than control. Let the universe unfold as it must, and let my actions guide where I can, but not dictate what must happen. Her eyes widened a subtle expression, but in her species, it was equivalent to astonishment. Few had ever answered her with principled defiance instead of submission. The test, consequences of the impossible choice. The chamber shifted, responding to the magnitude of my decision. Crystals hummed louder, the air rippled, and a vision of countless galaxies appeared around us, each planet a possibility, each star a story. You choose. Restraint, she said, her voice almost a whisper. A rare thing among your kind. Most would demand dominion, riches, or immortality. You refuse it all. Why? Because no one, not even you, can control everything, I said. I want to act where I can, and to respect the will of the universe where I cannot. That is the impossible choice, to have power, yet refuse its temptation. Her expression shifted from curiosity to silent reverence. The energy around her pulsed with intensity, and the throne room seemed to expand further, as though recognizing the uniqueness of my decision. Then she tested me. If you have this conviction, prove it. A planet on the edge of collapse awaits your intervention. You may command its fate. What do you do? I knew this test could either validate me or obliterate me. Yet I felt calm. I had chosen not to seize everything for myself, but to act with wisdom. I will guide them, but I will not force them. I will teach, counsel, and protect, but their choice will remain their own. The Queen studied me, her alien features inscrutable. Then, slowly, she smiled, a rare expression for someone who ruled entire star systems with absolute authority. Climax: an unexpected alliance. Weeks passed as I assisted the Empress in observing, guiding, and occasionally intervening in the galaxies under her dominion. With each challenge, my choices reflected not only restraint but insight. She began to treat me not as a mere human, but as an advisor, an equal in understanding if not in power. Then came a rebellion, a coalition of rogue star systems seeking to overthrow the Xylar Dominion. The Empress could have annihilated them with a thought. Yet she turned to me. What should I do? She asked. Her voice carried the weight of centuries. I considered it carefully. Strike if you must, but first offer them understanding. Show them a path that does not lead to destruction. True power inspires loyalty, not fear. Her eyes gleamed. You may be the only human to have survived my judgment with both life and dignity intact. Together, we navigated the rebellion with strategy, negotiation, and wisdom. The rogue systems were brought into the fold, not by fear or violence alone, but by demonstrating that a ruler could wield power responsibly, with guidance and understanding. The impossible choice, to exercise restraint in a universe built on conquest, had changed the course of history. Ending a human who redefined the impossible. Finally, the Empress summoned me once more to her throne. The chamber no longer felt threatening, but serene. Her aura, once overwhelming, now radiated curiosity and respect. You have done the impossible, she said. You were offered anything, yet you chose restraint. You have shown wisdom rare even among the stars. I nodded. I did what I could, and I trusted the universe to handle the rest. True power is not taking what you want, it's knowing when to refrain. She studied me for a long moment, then smiled. It was a smile that conveyed approval, wonder, and perhaps a trace of admiration. You may yet teach even your own species, she said softly. Perhaps restraint and wisdom will become your greatest weapons. I left her chamber with a sense of peace I had never known. I had walked into the galaxy's greatest seat of power, faced temptation beyond imagining, and chosen the path of the impossible. A path of integrity, wisdom, and courage. As I gazed out into the expanse of stars, I realized something important. Sometimes the most powerful action is choosing not to act for oneself, and in doing so, changing the universe more profoundly than any conquest could. The alien queen remained on her throne, silent but aware, as the galaxies continued their dance. And I, a single human among billions, had done the unimaginable. I had asked for nothing, and in return, gained everything.